Our video of the day comes from Bill Maher's Club Random podcast, where he clashed with Neil deGrasse Tyson over wokeism. Tyson brought up how Maher no longer performs on college campuses, asking if Maher was writing off an entire generation by refusing to change his act. Maher was having none of that from this inflated sack of pompous. Roll it.
So why is it their fault and not your fault? Surely there's a portfolio of jokes that would still work on a college campus. Surely.
I would hope not. From what maybe some college campuses, the ones you read about are insane.
You've given up on an entire generation, and you don't know how to make them last.
I have given up on any place that doesn't even remotely attempt to believe in free speech and thinks that anything that they hear that they don't like, that they don't agree with, is violence. These people are nuts, and you should be calling them out. Somebody like you, who has standing with kids, you're doing what parents do. You're taking the path of least resistance, and therefore hurting the kids and yourself. Parents ruin both their lives. They ruin their spoiled kids' lives, and they ruin their own lives because the kids rule the roost. So that's what you're doing on a national level.
Yeah. Guy, you know what? I think he nails it, but I felt like he didn't go far enough because Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's a nerd that finally found status, and he can't let it go. He always wanted to be cool. So his way of being cool is basically bowing down to the woke, and Maher is basically calling him on it.
Yeah, and I've been finding myself rooting for Bill Maher more and more recently, which is an odd feeling. I'm getting more used to it over the last couple of years, but in this matchup, it's easy.
Yeah.
Like, Bill Maher, for sure. And to scold him to his face that way was satisfying. And I guess the demand is that Bill Maher must change his act in order to be welcome on these campuses and not offend people. I think I'm not a comedian, you guys are. I feel like it's like a principled thing not to give up your act to satisfy these little tyrant blowhards. So Maher is like both, I think, mad about this. He seems quite angry about it, but he's standing up for something that matters a lot. So I think some colleges that are willing and eager even to have their students open their minds and maybe laugh a little bit and maybe even learn something, they should go out of their way to invite Maher and change nothing. Just come and do what you would do anywhere else.
Yeah. He's, what do you make of this? I felt like he nailed it. It feels like on that side of the world, the liberal world, the adults have left the room. Yeah. And their progeny are now Frankenstein monsters cut loose.
Yeah, they are monsters, sorry. I mean, and they're inflicted on the world after they leave college.
Yeah.
And so, you know what's interesting? They believe in free speech until they disagree with you. So I think really what deGrasse Tyson was saying was, Bill Maher, you should go out there and do something for humanity and talk to college campuses. And Bill Maher is saying, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're not challenging them. You're not standing up to how they think. You're not challenging them on their lack of knowledge of history. And I think it really put Neil deGrasse Tyson back on his heels. I mean, he's an astrophysicist talking about free speech. I'm not sure I should listen to that.
I think the guy is like pro-puberty blockers, and he's like, he manipulates science to back up just the dumbest woke ideas, Jamie. Also, I mean, this is something you could understand. Tyson comes off like a divorced dad trying to be cool around his son's girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh. I love Bill Maher and I love this podcast, but tell me there isn't something about it that makes you feel like he doesn't know they're filming. Like, I don't know if he knows it's being recorded. Just to make a small clarification, I started comedy performing at colleges, and Bill Maher's not saying like, oh, I'm gonna go and like not do well with my material. They're gonna tell him what not to do. Like at the school, they sometimes tell you exactly what to do and what not to do. So it's not necessarily like he's like, oh, people are gonna get upset. They're saying like, you can't come here if you say that, and if you do, you won't get you might not get paid, like it's in your contract. So it's a little weird. I remember it's been sort of like this for 25 years, and it's just worse now. I remember going to a college, and you always had to be kind of like squeaky clean, and you couldn't, you had to be politically correct. I remember one time going in, and a girl coming up to me and going like, hey, for our show, I know a lot of college campuses, like, you're not supposed to swear. She goes, it's different here. She goes, we want you to use the F word. These kids love it. If you get crazy, say whatever you want. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I went up and I go, this is like a regular show. I'm like at a club tonight. And I destroyed and I swore and I did like my club set and I was like, yeah. And I got off stage and there's always like a student in charge, And then like, there's always like an adult who's like the administrator. He comes up and he goes, great set, but you were like way dirtier than like we had thought you were gonna be. And I go, I know, but like your girl told me that like this school loves that. And he goes, I have no idea who that is.
Nice.
It was just somebody that was at the
Somebody
show.
just wanted to screw you over. Kat, would you ever go perform at a college?
Yeah, I mean, I would, but I don't know that people would love it. I'm also, Bill Maher is like very, very rich, so he would like, why would he be doing that anyway?
Yeah.
But I think that, you know, we talk about this a lot on the show about sharing the risk, right?
Yeah.
And I wrote in my book actually about how, like, I'm not a religious person, but I know the book Leviticus in the Bible is like not a chill one. It's pretty like fire and brimstone-y, right? It's like, but even that is
about sodomites.
You know, yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Even that one is like, even that one says an eye for an eye, right?
Yeah.
And when we talk about comedy these days, nobody could honestly tell you one of the worst things they've been through is hearing a joke that they didn't like or they were offended by. But there are people who could say one of the worst things they've been through is saying a joke that people were offended by. So I feel like if we're less chill than Leviticus and the way that we approach this, there might be something we might need to examine.
Very well put.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.